Get ready. Draw the 7-6 stick from the rod holder. Get a load of this spook and stick it with a quick clip like this. I'm about to stick fish, you fish stick. Observe, I promise I won't charge you for this clinic. It's free. You can call me the dog walker with this spook. I even bring a leash, collar, harness, and scoop for the poop. So when I give you this lure, don't screw the pooch. Do what I do. Look out for loops in your spoon. Cast it by the eddy at the edge of the jetty. You better be ready. This end can be deadliest on the ebbing. I wrist snap my sticks, tip lefty like Gretzky. My technique's a recipe for hefty fish frenzy. If you get whacked and react on the visual splash, the plug will kick back and nick up my skiff shiplap. I'm on. Call me Heisenberg when I'm breaking bass. I'm the angler, I am the one who takes a cast. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. Be mindful of the signs, listen and take notice. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. You're in my boat and we're in the strike zone, son. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. You see what we did there? We got that one bump, and that was a sign. Then we came back, got the 20-pounder on the next drift. I'll teach you a lesson, I need you to be fully present. You're going through the motions but lost the mind to ride connection. Not good. And don't you dare let me catch you texting. The ride should be nothing less than an extension of an appendage. Your arm. I control this pole with principles and ethics. You're less invested than an intestine is to an appendix. Vestigial. Pay attention, flip your headlamp to the red switch and catch this grungy onesie from my 3-month-old's laundry. Here. Grab hold of an eel in the bucket from Home Depot. Stick the 7-0 steel through him, don't let him roam free though. Be careful. Now go heave him over this boulder field. Retrieve slow, deep and low, just keep him out of the show's weed growth. Watch out. Pick up the slack, bro, real stat, or you drag beneath the boat and wrap up in my motor's teal. This mid-October breeze feels so ideal. I'm about to jack up a bass like a broken down vehicle. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. Be mindful of the signs, listen and take notice. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. You're in my boat and we're in the strike zone, son. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. That was pretty heavy, right? Almost 30 pounds. The bite's starting to slow down a bit now, though. I think the fish are telling us something. Let's stalk them in the shallows and browse around this alcove with an outflow with the cows hold up on the outgoing. We're hunting big game now, bro. I'm about to throw a giant plug into a lion, an elk, or a mountain goat. You're out of your skull if you think I'm bouncing this hull down coast and floating in a big crowd of boats. Hell no. I'm fishing the now, not some well-known nostalgic hole where you pull the jumbo trophy out with your pal Joey. Fishing my history, you kidding me? Fish will be hitting differently this evening, feeding considerably finicky. Shifts in the salinity, wind speed and acidity, turbidity, predictably disagree with the fishery, see? But since I visually depict fish imagery vividly, I'll stick us clean above the fish. Witness me rip this beast. Measure from lower lip to caudal low tip, shoulder lift the boga grip, then yoga warrior pose the fish. The rings on my rod, to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, get your eyes off your phone. Finger on the line roller, be mindful of the signs, listen and take notice. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. Be mindful of the signs, listen and take notice. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment. From the rings on my rod to the pings on my sonar, eyes off the phone, finger on the line roller. You're in my boat and we're in the strike zone, son. Line in the water, focus and fish the moment.